The Formal Gamer, podcast for those with exquisite taste.
Welcome to Season 6 of The Formal Gamer. The University of Threadless has produced some peculiar pupils, but none more peculiar than Goros, Farvan, and Sotru. They face an assignment unlike any other: to uncover the secrets of class and discover the origins of the dragon cults. Will they pass or fail? Will they live or die?
Hi guys, welcome to episode 11 of season 10 of the Formal Gamer podcast. Let's just get on with this week, and more important than that doesn't make any sense, and the most important thing is that you enjoy the episode.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Formal Gamer podcast.
Woo!
Right.
Chloe!
Hello!
Students, we're in a desert-like
Students and
expanse. Yes, sorry. Students and Raven. We are in a sand-like expanse. There is a very old Eladrin who has identified himself as the Watcher,
It's fucking terrifying around here.
who has been sitting there, apparently enjoying the sun. Goros, not so hot for the warm sand, and
Certainly
the
not.
plane itself is currently scrambled on the top of a doorway, which is
Scrambled suggests that I'm sort of like hunched.
yeah. You've come through a doorway which appears it's just a doorway, and there is another doorway on the front. In front of that one, about 60 feet away, which is also just in the middle of nowhere, just a doorway, and this guy sitting there. Apparently, he appears to have been watching you. Over to you guys.
So we've already asked him. He's been watching us all this time.
He asked you
think
how the
he-
last one went. You know,
We
the
think
last
he might
room
be
went.
one of the watchers who's been watching us in between the antechambers and probably in the other planes of existence. Goros and I have asked him for an internship.
Yeah.
And he kind of fobbed us off.
Well, it's very difficult to find work after university.
He hasn't told us what the purpose of him watching us is. He just said, I'm going to watch you and I'm going to obstruct you.
Well, he suggested that he was looking out for worthiness. Yeah. And when we said we were saving some villagers, he said, weighed up some villagers against some of the most powerful magical treasures. And a tomb of one of the most powerful mages, you know, what's better to protect?
Okay, so I'm going to say, so Mr. Watcher, if you're not going to let us progress,
Please call me Wellborn.
I think the end of the last episode,
Yeah.
you'd come up with the idea of asking about Una, what the Watcher knew about
Yes.
Una. So maybe
We
you
had.
want to start with that.
I was going to say, if you're not going to let us pass, perhaps you could give us some information on the cause that sent us here, and it may give a reason for you to let us continue.
What cause are you referring to?
Well, these fine fellows met a lady witch who told them they could come in here and that it would be a great favor to her and that she would help them out.
Yes, I believe she wants to.
Have
get
you
into the
talked to
tomb.
Una, is what we're trying to say.
No, to be fair, you are the first people I've talked to for a while, but you have spent, you've made your way through a number of rooms at this point. I usually have a conversation with people at this point, just to see
Oh.
what they're about.
Oh, okay. So...
Have you spoken to Una before?
Una.
She's
some ye-
like half like dragonborn and half tiefling.
And she's a bit threatening, but in a non-threatening way.
And do you say she does the blood magic?
And she does blood magic as well.
Yes. Una. I think I remember speaking to a woman of that description some years ago, and at that point he sort of takes a glass out, he puts it on the little table next to him. Mm-hmm. He takes a bottle from underneath. Underneath the table is a little cabinet. Takes a bottle. He sort of goes to pour, and the he leaves the bottle sort of just hangs there, and the liquid starts to trickle out, and then it just stops and slowly starts to move from the bottle downwards, and it's sort of hung in midair around, moving towards the glass.
See, if you had interns, we could have done that for you. You see? That's the kind of low-level stuff we could have worked on.
I'm good with liquids.
Yes.
He says, yes,
I can show him.
I believe...
I think you should.
a few years ago, I may have spoken to a lady of that type.
So we know Una got this far, at least.
It seems so. What did you obstruct her as well?
Only in the sense that I have all people here. You know.
What was your judgment on her?
She was not worthy to continue.
Yes, that's what I gather. I gather that lots of people judge her not worthy. She's very powerful, but maybe not the best person.
No. Indeed.
Unlike Goris and I.
You believe that you have shown worth to you.
I haven't killed anyone. I could have killed a lot of people. I haven't killed a single soul.
And I have been nice to everyone. I helped my villagers out for ages. I give them all food.
You did indeed. But the purpose that you have told me that you were here for, I still cannot weigh that up in equivalent to what I am protecting.
Well, could you show us the way out of here if you're not going to let us pass?
I believe you know the way out already.
Yeah, we know the way out.
The fact you were stuck in here is a bit embarrassing.
He knows that we know.
I am here to obstruct. It is my purpose to stop people getting into the tomb of Torfidus.
How do you stop them? What are your methods?
The rooms. These are obstructions. Some people come into them.
He's a game designer.
You could call it a game. It's more serious than that, though.
Points of view to share with him about the game mechanics and the constructs?
No, I'm fascinated. That's why I want the
Sorry,
internship. I'm fascinated by these constructs you've created and the magic behind it. I do feel some of the designs could be improved upon, obviously. Like the general level of intelligence of these constructed people is very low. The pacifists and the aggressive mob, so forth, you know. Even Goris managed to outwit them.
Yeah, that's embarrassing. They started following me around and I'm sick.
Well, you work with what you have available.
We could get you more available. We could revolutionise your technology. We could get you more power behind these game rooms.
This is an old place. The rooms that have been in place here have stood as such for many, many years.
I know, but things are changing out there, you know? People are going to come up with ways to crack these rooms. You need some young blood to come and, you know, revolutionise some of these aspects.
So what is it you seek again?
Little of this, little of that. Well, at the moment we're at university doing research papers. Quite frankly, the university fobs us off. We get terrible professors teaching terrible lessons and not respecting the genius of some of the students who should be respected. Like myself.
Not me.
No, Goris is a token student, really.
That's me. I just want to do my family proud, and really I feel very bad for these villagers. So I'm going to stay here and hopefully get through the thing. But you don't seem up for putting us through, so I'm really just going to have to ask you nicely, maybe forever.
What's he done with the liquid? Is it just, did he drink any of it?
It's slowly sort of moving downwards. So the glass is underneath, and it's very, very slowly moving.
Is this a timey-wimey thing?
Well, he's doing some timey-wimey stuff. Listen, Watcher, sorry, what was your name again?
Wellborn.
Things are changing out there. We've had, you know, the world's a shifting place. Things between Scar and Helena, they're getting more tense. There's been sightings of dragons. People think dragons are back, Goris.
He stops you and he says, "Oh, really? This is news that I have not heard. Not being that, I don't really talk to people that often and don't really have a concept of what's going on outside. I have one purpose, that is to protect this tomb."
They killed the dragon in Arn.
Very interesting.
Yes, they said it,
Yeah, that's the rumour. They killed a dragon in Arn. They're doing a travelling stage show about it.
Yes, the champions that killed it are going around the country parading the story.
Yeah, like a warlord halfling and a warlord gnome and a halfling wizard.
Yes, very powerful.
I can't remember the characters from season 1. I was one of them.
So Raven is looking at Wellborn and becoming suspicious and wondering if this could be a dark representation of the evil mage Torfidus, and this is somehow his spirit or an agent of his.
Roll an insight.
I was wondering if it might be a history. Like, would she know anything about what the chap looked like? Or...
Yeah, okay. Yeah, roll it.
Oh, she knows nothing. She rolled a 4.
But you would know that Torfidus was human. But obviously that doesn't necessarily mean that this isn't him, but...
Okay, I say, Wellborn, how did you find yourself in this position? It seems a very strange job to want to work in.
Well, when the mages got together and we drew Torfidus here, we planned to...
Sorry. And then I pull out my notepad and I start writing. Okay. This is good stuff. Carry on. Yes.
We drew him here with the intention of ending his rule, his life.
Ending his rule. Good. Yes. Carry on.
And we knew that there would be cultists, people who would seek to find the place where his body lay. And so we needed to protect that. And there were 5 of us that were set to stay and protect it.
So you're a person? Like an actual being, an entity?
Everyone here is an entity. Everyone here is a person.
What are the villagers? Where are they from? What are they?
They are from the wider outside world. Places that you come across here, they are real, but it's not necessarily the same time or place or plane that you
So
are
Goris, like, legit murdered a bunch of people?
Yes.
No, self-defense. Someone started a fight and we're going to get killed. Murder during a battle of murder. I think killing innocent people.
It's not necessarily where, but it might also not necessarily be when.
Could you tell us the great power that you are protecting people from? Like, what would we find in the Mage Tomb that would be so powerful?
I don't think that we have developed our relationship to such an extent that I can...
we have to do his side quests first.
What do we do to please you, oh merciful Wellborn?
You have intrigued me about what's going on the outside world. I need to send out some people and look into this. You continue on.
We can be those people.
I will observe you, or myself and my colleagues will observe you. You continue on and we will reconvene in some time.
There was a fire at Ellenby as well. The theatre burnt down. That could have been a dragon, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one knows
a
what
bloody
started
big
that.
fire.
Did you ever used to go to Ellenby? I never went. I was stuck in Fennervale. Now it's burnt down.
Vale has burned down.
No, the theatre at Ellenby.
Vale burned down.
Yeah, well, we don't need to go on about that.
There was a big explosion in Seathwaite.
Yes.
What other campaigns that we had?
Yes. No, the
there was like an uprising in the Sohu Peninsula.
Oh, yes.
You look like you're wearing university colours.
Yes, we're students.
My
We're
dear
here to
Eladrin.
study.
I'm a cleric.
Yeah. So's Goris and so's the rock monster.
And why did you not school at Thelathale?
Ah, well, you see, they send their most respected as an envoy, basically. I've garnered lots of respect in Fellowfale as I actually took down a group of owlbears that wanted to destroy the university. You look like I should be rolling for something.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think that's preposterous, and I think you can suck it because I got a 17. So
he raises an eyebrow at you, and indeed.
You see, this is my problem. I am a powerful mage, but my power is not realised, either because I'm suspicious of level up pills or because the professors at university they don't cultivate me and they don't understand me and they're to be honest, they're just there for their own research projects.
So you seek power?
I seek to be what I was meant to be. I just don't know what that is.
Interesting. If power is what you seek, there is power here, but I will do my utmost to stop you getting to it.
I don't seek power. Don't seek anything really. I just want a good grave and just make my family proud.
In a warm pool.
Cold pool. Warm is bad. That means they're cooking a frog.
I see.
Ask Rock Monster what he seeks, because we haven't worked it out yet.
It's been 15 minutes and he's not spoken yet.
15, wow. It's been a while.
All right, it's not a record.
Probably not.
You're on season 3 and didn't say a word.
So at this point, the liquid which has been going down, so it's been going down minusculely slowly, and then suddenly it speeds up as it goes towards the glass, and then stops again and starts going really slowly as it goes towards the glass.
Can I taste your liquid? Mr. Wellborn?
I mean, there's one way to get to the door, I suppose.
It's mighty hot out here.
He says, "Yes, I'm just airing the wine."
Oh.
You can still have some. You just sound really sad about that.
Do you have any extra glasses for my friends?
Oh, me and Throckmorton don't drink alcohol. It's a sin.
I'm sure perhaps I can find something. And he puts his hand into the little cabinet next to him, and he has a look, and he takes out another couple of glasses.
I said, so you were a pretty big magic user yourself.
Yes.
Could you show us some tricks?
No, I'm not really in the act of performing, my dear.
Are you any good at, like, understanding magics and what they can do?
Well, I was a professor for many years, so yes.
He's a professor. He could look in your beaker. And then I put my hand out for some wine.
Okay. He says, it's just warming. You can have your wine in a second. So what are you offering the jar with the pill, or what are you doing?
Offering the jar of the pill.
That's what she's inferring.
Oh, I didn't understand what she was talking about.
I was asking.
That's what she's implying.
He's
so angry.
He's a professor,
Yeah.
and he knows about research and magic.
Oh, okay, yes. Yeah, if we could present something to you, could you tell us maybe something about it?
Why not? We have all the time in the world.
It's a liquefied pill that I've extracted the liquid from, that Una gave us. And we're suspicious of her magic. You know? Although I have a lot of raw power and potential, you know, on our journeys out here, there are lots of forces that we've met that we don't know quite what to trust or what to think. Like yourself.
We're worried that people are trying to summon the dragons back, and there's all dragon magic. People are very nervous about it.
What you said?
And so,
Oh, we're worried dragon stuff and immigrants.
Charisma 8.
and worried you should be. Worried you should be.
Yes, we're here to research a rising cultist activity from the university.
There's been a rising cultist activity.
Apparently so, and Una was a link to that, and, you know, there's lots of...
They all seem to have been brainwashed.
Yes, it looks like that. Una has controls over large swathes of people, managing to, charm them into following her ways.
But then the dragon cultists were different as well, weren't they?
They were. She was the one that picked up the dragon cultists.
Yeah, she stopped them, but then they killed her for stopping them. It's all very confusing out there.
It's very confusing out
So
there.
just let us through this door, give us an unimaginable power, and we'll sort it all out.
Oh, the door's open.
Oh, sorry. Open the special door to the treasure room, please.
Yes, if we could skip the other
That's
ones.
my kind of...
Yeah, because it seems like if we go through this one, we just need to keep going round and round in circles.
Oh, it's not round and round in circles. There is a path and a purpose to everywhere. But you will never step through the same door twice.
Like, could you give us a crib sheet of the kind of things you're looking for? Like not killing people, or...
No, that should come from you naturally.
And how many of these rooms do you want us to do? Like, all of them?
Enough until I've observed you.
I guess we just keep moving forward.
How many of the rooms are going to be bell-based puzzles?
Well, wait, you have to show him your thing before we leave. I mean, you're...
Excuse you!
I don't think that's it on the appointment.
I mean, your pal.
Well, why don't we'll wait here and have a glass of wine with you. That's a nice offer, and then I guess we'll be through that door.
Do you have any carpeting or some tapestry for our frog friend to stand on?
He looks around and says, "No, perhaps next time we meet I shall be able to sort something out for you, though."
Oh, can we meet in the swamp, please?
A
I've not been to a swamp in years.
We shall see. We shall see.
Would be fucking lovely.
So you sit there, you take the wine. He's got 2 glasses.
And what was your... you said you're a professor. What was your speciality, your research interests?
Time.
Great. Is that how old are
Time.
you? I presume you're millennia old.
No, not quite millennia. I mean, that's quite rude, really. But
Well, I thought your powers were keeping your youth, you know?
oh, you flatter me.
Getting close.
Say, what are you doing at 8 o'clock tomorrow evening? Coming on a date with me. That's what's happening. Sorry, what was the
What were your favourite research topics?
I studied the effect on time and magic and the link between the two.
Boris, maybe we could sack off our research project and just learn off this guy.
The thing is, I need do you do certificates?
Sorry, say that again?
Do you do certificates?
Sorry, can someone help me here? What is this?
He's
chap?
saying, if we were to study under you, could you do a certificate that you could take back to his village?
Like a official one. I need an official one.
A fishy one.
An official one. You know exactly what I'm saying.
Oh, I mean, yes, I could probably still work you something up. Why not?
That's good. Because I need to have official documentation, because otherwise people are going to chase me out of town. Most people still like to kill bullymongs.
Yes, it's true.
He says, look, your purpose here, I still think it seems clouded. I'm not sure about it. I need to observe you for longer.
Fair enough. I agree. Raven's definitely a bad guy.
Continue on this path.
No, honestly, Raven's a bad guy. You don't let her any further.
I want to sip my wine and I want him to look at your pill.
Yes, that's true. That's in the backlog. Don't worry about that.
So at this point, the wine which has gone really slowly, then suddenly... Sorry, we went slow, then fast, and then it's going slowly again, and it's now started to fill up the glass which is underneath, and he hands it to you, Raven.
So I have a...
First one for you, my dear, and then he just
I say, why,
swaps
thank
the next
you.
one underneath.
Cheers to old and new friends.
Indeed, he nods his head because his wine isn't ready yet.
And then
I think this one's an old one, actually. He's an old friend. Thousands of years old, probably.
I mean, we don't need to keep mentioning that. Thank you, Farvin. And then I have a little sip of the wine.
It's lovely.
I said, this wine is lovely.
I bet he's aged it well using his magic. I mean, that would be a good racket. Aging wine using spells.
You have all the business ideas.
Oh, this is great. We could do so much work here, Goris. This would be wonderful.
It would be fun.
Yes.
Raven drinks all the wine.
All of what chins it.
Well, like, not gulping, but like... And then
Just lapping it up
she
like a
says,
dog.
do you have a bottle we could take on our way with us? This has truly warmed my heart. Oh!
Pray for her, Thotru. Look how she sins so easily. Good work, Thotru.
Why is drinking wine a sin? It makes me feel all happy and giggly. Oh, giggle, giggle. Oh, isn't it funny how the word giggle sounds like the laughter? The giggle. Oh, do you think that's why they named it
I
a
don't
giggle?
think giggle sounds like that.
Do a giggle.
So, guys,
Okay.
as I said, I mean, I did say we have all the time in the world, but perhaps I was speaking in tongues. Now,
Okay,
yes.
off you go. Off you go through the door.
Let me.
Could you tell me about the pill concoction that we asked about?
Yes, so you hand it over
Yes,
to him. He says,
yes.
and he has a look at it. He says, yes, yes, I recognise this. It's a standard formula. I can't quite work out the source of the energy, but this should be harmless to you. There are no long-term effects of this.
Oh, wonderful. Give it me.
But it's yours. Of
Good.
course. Take
I
it.
know. Glad we're on the same page. And may I have a glass of wine?
Of course.
Wonderful. I
And
pour
it's-
the concoction in the wine and I drink away.
And yeah, it's lovely. Yeah.
You pour
Sharpen,
your stuff in it.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you are having your pill?
Yes.
Sharpen, Harfin, give me some of your
No, Raven, you don't talk anymore. Okay, well, I guess we're going to have to go through that door. Off we go. Till next time, you frustrating mage.
Yeah.
Bye-bye, well shorn. Oh, can we take a bottle with
Hey,
us?
my name's Wellborn, but yes. No, I'm afraid I'll keep the bottle here.
It's all right, we'll be seeing
Rather
you
limited
again,
supply, if
Raven.
you know. They didn't. One thing we didn't do is stock the cellars particularly well.
We could get you more
We
if
can
you
make
want.
you wine.
Yeah,
Or I can get you some water.
yeah.
I've got some gallons on me.
I have a question. Why don't you just step outside and do some shopping? It's 2 rooms away.
The shops are 2 rooms away. Going to a cave.
I don't know. I heard there's a new proto wizard out there, and I was a bit scared, so I didn't really want to because the true power of that man is just beyond me.
So can you see what's going on outside of the tramp?
I don't
He
think
doesn't know
so.
that dragons exist
Yeah.
again.
Are you all right with us taking Proto Paul out? You must have seen us take him out.
Yes.
So Proto Paul will be fine in the other world.
He will be fine, yeah.
Okay, good, because he was having
Well,
a
I
thing.
mean, he'll be fine, but I mean, as fine as he would be on his own anywhere.
Yeah, he's in trouble then, isn't he?
Excuse me,
I don't fancy his chances for becoming a Grand Mage, though.
Mr.
No one
Ma-
fancy my chances either, to be fair.
Mr. Mage, I feel so terrible about the deaths of the poor people that we mistakenly killed. Could you, is there a way that you could maybe make them come back to life and collect their family and live forever?
No, not my gig of things. I'm
What
afraid.
about somewhere or something that could help us do that so we wouldn't feel so bad?
So you're asking from if I know anyone that does
Let me clear
that
up.
goes into necromancy?
Let me clear it up. What she's asking is, can you give us something so if we want to go and murder people, we can bring them back to life?
I'm asking for a resurrection spell.
I don't know what you just said.
You haven't drunk in real life. I don't know what's happening.
A resurrection spell. You know, like I've seen some real powerful clerics.
You may have seen
Well,
some.
we've got
Again, not my type of wizardry.
Well,
Raven, we're going through the door now.
we're going through the door now, Mr. Wilson.
I don't know how you're drunk after one glass of wine.
It's good wine!
It is good wine, but we're going through the door, and soon you'll be the one needing a resurrection spell, you little thief.
Farvin, I have one thing to say to you.
Bye-bye!
I love you, man. Let's
Okay,
go.
great. Through the door. Let's go.
I wait till they're all in, so I don't have to touch the sand, and I swing myself.
We open the door. What's behind it?
Well, the antechamber, wasn't it?
The antechamber.
Another antechamber? Okay. Go in.
Okay, go in. Shut the door.
In you go, Goris. Yeah, after Goris leaps back through.
Yeah, so I don't touch the sand. I
As-
slide myself in.
Satru, why you've been so quiet? Do you not trust the magician?
I need to talk to Goris about praying. I was waiting for my chance.
I shut the door and leave them out in the sand. Fuck them. Going on about wine. How are you, Thotru? You're all right. You look pensive. Your eyes are all purple.
Well remembered.
Thank you. Like this game.
So, we've actually killed real people, haven't we?
We have. But only the people who attacked us. We never started a fight with anyone. It was when Raven started that fight with the people at the bell, unfortunately. And the second we could stop fighting them, we did. We'll have to pray for those people when we get a chance. And that's sad. But it was a strange situation why they were so willing to fight us to save a bell. And you only killed one person. That person was trying to stab you a lot, Sotru.
But also, we haven't buried them.
No, that's a real shame. I would have liked to be burials. But they were in their castle and they might have their own religion, so they'll probably do their own burials. We didn't leave them out in the wilderness, so that's alright. I don't think they'll just leave their bodies there normally. The captain there, Golf will probably deal with their funerals. Most people, humans, goblins, have their own funerals. They weren't Cordish people, but other religions are good as well. They'll probably do a nice thing for them.
I think we should pray for them now.
I think that would be lovely. I unwrap my bandage from my head and I start to read it with Sotru. And I open the door so the others can come into the room. And we're just going to kneel there and have a pray.
As you go, the last thing that Wellborn says to you is, remember, you never stepped through the same door twice.
Is that literal or just a kind of metaphorical message?
He shrugs and he says, you'll work it out.
You never stepped through the same door twice? Is that about going backwards through the doors? This is not Goris, because Goris wouldn't have these doors.
Well, do you remember when we left, we opened one, had a look, closed it, and then opened
Yeah.
it again? It was
Yeah,
different.
change.
But if we're never going to, if all the doors are different twice, is it when we go back to Una, that's also a different door? Because we can't go through the same door twice. Are we not going back? Is it not the same situation? Is there something about the time that we're not actually travelling in time? We're travelling to a different version of it where it just happens to be 8 minutes later. Because otherwise we are going through the same door repeatedly when we go backwards. So
But it's time
unless
different door,
unless
though.
he's just
Yeah.
referring to within the
game,
construct in the game, because I would imagine there's a
Yeah, 'cause
you're
we did-
within the construct and then there's the outside
yeah,
and
I just
inside.
think it might
so-
be worth
Yeah.
playing on that door.
Or it might also be the fact that it's different situations. Every
Yeah,
time
'cause
we
did
go
leave
into,
that
they're
guy who was
different.
going to be executed, didn't we?
Right. So they're different scenarios, and it's
This
all.
is
And he
America.
mentions a lot about requirements for moving forward. So
I put my head back in and go, what happened to the man with the bag on his head, Wellborn?
So sorry, is the door shut?
Oh, no.
Did you shut the door, didn't you?
I think we would have, yeah.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
open the door and you see into the room where you see Una.
Oh, what?
Quickly, shut the door. Shut the door.
Look at the
Shut the door. Shut the door, Raven. Shut
wait,
the door, Raven.
it's initiative roll.
I shut the door.
I think it's initiative, DM.
These
The door was opened back into the Una chamber.
Well, yeah, go on then.
Go on then.
That's all on you, Raven.
Oh, gosh.
It is.
But what are you rolling to stop?
Initiative.
Well, if he sees Una, he charges Una and tries to kill her.
He might have changed his mind.
Yeah, that sounds like it.
But then
Oh,
he
It
was
sounds like he's
I don't think you know
evolving.
Sotru very well.
But he's questioning things.
What?
He's been questioning all the time.
16.
I got a 3.
I've got the book in his face.
I got 11.
Yeah,
To be fair, though, we were actually praying,
Yeah.
so it may not have needed that.
No,
because
I
we
think
were.
if you were heads down
Yeah,
playing
exactly.
reading the thing, you wouldn't be looking.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
probably.
So Raven opens the door. She sees Una, who appears to be at this point striding towards the door, and then you just quickly shut it.
Goris uses his holy text and just puts it over Sotru's eyes for a second. Look really closely at this bit of prayer. This is the important bit.
What does it say?
This says that we must love all people as if they are our own. Isn't that nice, Sotru?
Lovely, Goris.
Okay, we're
I
all...
think the friend of ours that we know is in that room is heading towards this room.
I don't know if she'll get into this room. She might.
Yeah.
Are we in the antechamber?
Yeah.
Antechamber might be shared, so she might just come
Yeah.
straight in.
Well, let's go straight through then.
Yeah, let's do it. Next room. Goris, you fancy jumping in again?
Of course!
Yeah, let's hope it's not sand.
Let's go.
Goris, I'll open the door.
Yeah,
You
I'm
jump in.
ready.
3, 2, 1. Off you go.
Hooray!
I fucking love that as a thing. It's fucking brilliant. You jump into what appears to be a very
A toddler's party. Oh no!
I see skewered
a
tree.
sparse forest.
Oh, I'm into this.
So very tall trees,
Lovely.
thin, not too close to each other.
Oh, lovely. It's lovely forest.
A lot cooler here than the sandy place where you were
I
before.
immediately lie down on my front.
You've trotted through and you see a elven figure standing about 100 feet away, waving at you.
I go through and say, "Oh, Goris, isn't this much better than the desert?
Oh, so much nicer.
Do you know, Goris, some people actually live in deserts."
I heard horror stories and ghost stories when I was a little boy, and I did not believe them. I didn't even know desert was a real thing.
That's been quite a shock.
I mean, at university, I always thought this when people were talking about pudding. I did not understand what they're on about. I was like, why did anyone live in a desert? That's ridiculous.
Can Sotru or the others? Well, Sotru, can he see anything else apart from trees? Is there other animals? Are there?
No, well, yes, there's normal wildlife that you would see around. Like you can see birds through the canopy. You can see birds. You can't see a door directly in front of you, but as you come through, you notice that there is an identical door to the one you've just gone through, directly to the right of the door where you are now.
Oh, this one was easy then. Sorry, we just got to go through the next door.
Is the elf still waving?
Yep.
Sotru starts waving at the elf with green eyes. Not the elf with green eyes. Sotru has green eyes and waves at the elf.
Green eyes mean again?
You're nice and happy.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I think that I wave as well. Hello!
I throw up. Ugh.
Well, I mean, like
That's a Robin
your
special,
drunk
that one.
cycle is quick.
That is actually.
Your drunk cycle is quick.
making a natural reaction a choice.
You know when you're in a bar and you're fine and you're drunk and then you go outside and it's cold and you suddenly sober up and you feel sick?
Right.
I would imagine.
I think you need to go see a doctor
Yeah.
and a therapist.
I think I can handle my alcohol better than you, and I'm never drunk.
Did you ever see a doctor? I don't know. There is one in this domain. Did Kingsley ever bring you the doctor?
No.
Self-medication, I think, and you've taken so you've drunk the potion.
I have.
Right.
I feel wonderful.
You're feeling
And you have
you're
it through
feeling
cancer sick.
incredibly better. And let's say you took a short pause. Well, no, did you? You haven't
haven't
You haven't had a
paused.
rest yet, have
No,
you?
we
No.
No. Okay.
Does he look any different?
It looks more sprightly. Yeah.
What? I am
eye-
in the forest.
His eyes have, yeah, exactly. His eyes have got a little glint to them they didn't have before.
Just a change in environment.
At this point, the elf stops waving and he takes a little hand. What do you call it? Hand trumpet. You know that you
A bugle?
to make your voice louder.
A megaphone.
Yeah, like
Loudhailer.
a D&D version of a loudhailer, sort of
Little wooden one or
megaphone
something.
type thing. Yeah, he takes it and
horn.
he shouts, "Welcome to the forest!"
This is wonderful.
Oh, nuts.
I jump up as vertically as high as I can.
That's so
Soru
loud.
tries to do the same but doesn't really lift off at all.
It's beautiful, isn't it? It is. I have the key,
Soru runs.
but I'll always be. Oh shit! I can knock that.
Professional
Everything is
podcasting.
awesome.
He says, "I have the key.
Yeah!
You want it?
Yes, please!
I'll always be faster than you. Come catch me."
Soru starts running after him.
I use dash as part of my action, and I can triple move.
Yep. Okay.
Do
So
I catch it?
let's say Sotru, you move as fast as you can as well. You run, and he starts absolutely just running away, and he seems to have moved pretty damn fast. So how fast can you? How many meters? How many feet? Sorry.
Well, I normally can move like 30, and then I would do a dash action, which means I could do a double move.
So you
that's
run
60.
30. You see him start running with you, looking back over his shoulder, like massive grin on this young chap's face. Massive grin. He runs 30. Then you do your dash, and then he runs. He seems to be keeping pace with you. So he then actually just puts on a little bit of burst of speed, gives you a thumbs up, and just keeps going.
Oh, I give up.
That's amazing.
I run 60 feet.
All right.
What can I
Back
do?
to university then, boys.
I
Yeah,
mean,
back we go.
It was bad when we had to fight all those people on the town. But chasing someone 60 foot.
That's hilarious.
I feel mighty sick. He's too fast for me, boys. I slow down and turn around and walk back towards
When she
them.
slows down, does he slow down?
Yes.
Because this is all magic, do you think his speed is related directly to our speed?
I think, you know, Goris, I think the university is rubbing off on you. I think that's very logical.
I got in trouble for rubbing off at you.
You were doing it to the library. Again.
I didn't know that's what it was.
I think that might be what's happening here.
Right.
Maybe we should do a test, like a proper university
What if
professor.
we run backwards?
Yes, me and Goris start running backwards.
Away from him.
Yes.
But he gets to trouble. Wait, where are you going?
You can't catch me, I'm the fastest!
Yes, we're much faster than you.
And what do? Do you start running away?
Yeah, we're running away from him.
Yeah.
I stand there and pretend to be like exhausted, but if he runs towards them, I'm going to
So
tackle him.
he turns and he absolutely sprints towards you. He absolutely
Does
gunning
he
for you.
run
He's like,
past?
"No, I'm the fastest. I will get you."
I'm ready to, as he runs past me, tackle him.
Roll it.
What am I rolling? Is it like strength or is it acrobatics?
It's going to be a grab because he's absolutely.
So what's that, do we reckon? A grab?
Strength versus dex normally.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, okay.
Come on. Yes,
17.
that's the good stuff.
What was
So
it?
it's going to be a 16.
In total? Mm-hmm. You managed to grab onto the back bit of his cloak as he goes past. You've grabbed onto the cloak. You've not got a good grip on him, but he is running and he's pulling you along the floor at the
I
moment.
go, Satru, heads up! Because you're like behind me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going to... Soru's going to try and grab, like in a cuddle, the elf.
The both of them or the elf?
Yeah, the elf.
So he's right. So you guys, how fast are you? Like,
Well, I can go a jump of 30, so I jump and then turn around like, oh, bonk, oh.
so you're going to try and jump on him as well, are you?
No, I'm going to kind of just stop and try to grab him as he goes past.
So you're running away and then you're.
No,
gonna...
he's not running away.
No, I
He's
wasn't running away, I was running
away.
towards
This is
him.
what's happened. I've ran further.
Then she
They-
stopped and walked back.
Then I stopped and started walking back. They ran away, but he was at our origin point.
Ah, right.
So where they're running to get
No.
to where, yeah.
You didn't run. You
Yes, I did. I was the first one
Yeah,
to say I
he
was
did,
running,
yeah.
and
Yeah,
everyone
yeah.
then
He's
forgot about me.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Well,
So I
you'd
said
still
I
be
ran
behind-
towards
he'd
the
still
elf.
be-
Then
Okay.
He'd still be
Raven did.
30
You get as far as Raven, did you?
No, he'd
No, I
be
was
30 feet behind me.
But you started walking back, so we
So
probably
he's-
would have
so-
been at the same point.
No, because
He sort of looks back and he sees you and he says, "Get off my cloak!" And he starts sort of tapping you, and he's not looking where he's going. He keeps running forward. He's this guy's fast, and you are being dragged along the floor,
Okay.
Raven. And he goes towards you, Sotru, not really paying attention at this point because he's been distracted by Raven.
Yeah.
Roll your grab.
14.
Plus your strength.
Should be a big
Top
one.
left.
3, so 17. Sorry.
Oh, right, yeah. You. So what type of grab are you going for?
Cuddle.
Cuddle
bear hug.
grab?
Oh, what, so you're
Yeah,
just
bear
standing,
hug.
standing there with your arms open?
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
much.
You
Sorry
stand-
to interrupt. Did you think that was a technical term? A cuddle grab?
No, I didn't.
Because
I
he was
thought bear hug
describing
might
it.
be more of one.
Okay.
But I said cuddle grab because it seemed to make more
I
sense.
mean, you learnt bear hug quite a few
I
episodes
did.
ago when
I
you
just
were hugging
forgot.
the bear.
Yeah, so bear hug is quite
So you're sort of
appropriate,
standing
actually.
there, and as he comes towards you, you take one step to the right, outstretch your arms, and he goes slap bang into your chest and sort of knocks down and is on the floor,
Okay.
like right in front of you in a heap.
Oh, so I wasn't able to grab
I
him. He just
swam-
slammed into me and fell to the
Oh, okay, yeah, he slams into you, and then you embrace him in this big hug, and you sort of look down and you see Raven hanging onto his coattails.
I scramble up
and
his body and wrest the key from his hand.
try to wrest the key.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Classic Raven.
Classic Raven.
That's so Raven.
That's not.
No, you tricked me! You tricked me! You tricked me! This was not the game.
I start tickling him to make him release.
Who's being tickled?
Ghastly.
You are a
It's
foul lady.
Are
ghastly.
you just going to vomit on him?
I did a burpee.
Stop tickling me! Stop tickling me! Right, this is going to be an endurance check for him. Yeah, no, he just drops the key.
I go, I got the key. Now where does it take us? Let's go.
Well, jumping back.
Boy.
We need to impress the Watcher, and it's good we got the key so nicely. But shall we still give him a race? Who's the fastest of us?
Yes, obviously I'm much faster than him, but
Would you like to have a race, mister?
Oh yes, I'll be faster though.
Our friend Farthen's very fast, because you've got your expeditious retreat as
I
well,
do.
haven't you?
Is
Yeah.
that the same thing as that's
No,
similar?
because you
to-
can do run, dash, expeditious retreat as a minor action.
yeah, as a bonus action.
Bonus action, sorry.
Yes.
So,
So I run a Oh, wait, do we have
You do
speed on
90,
here?
yeah,
Yeah,
top
speed
left.
30, so I do 90.
shall we do a 90-foot dash? Who can do that in the fastest time?
Yeah, why not all of us though? Because I'm going to win, but to win against 4 people is better than to win against 1.
Well, you'll definitely beat these ones, but you
Yeah.
won't beat me.
I will.
We've already raced him, and he beats us every time.
He hasn't raced me.
No, that's what we're saying. He has to race you. That's exactly what we're suggesting.
Right.
So I'll go 90 feet away, and it's the first one to go past me is the winner.
Okay, and while he does that, I say, Vavamoose, under my breath, which gives me expeditious retreat.
Okay.
And I know my jumps are 30 feet,
So
so I
Ra-
do 3 big jumps.
Raven, Sotru, are you lining up as well?
And then
I think
No.
Sotru
So
should
I'm still holding
yeah,
him,
I
and
think
I'm gonna let him go when it's time to start the race.
Yeah, so
I'm
he doesn't
gonna-
get a head start.
So Sotru, while he's looking down, he's gonna say hello.
I'm not going to
Elf
cheat.
friend.
I'm not going to cheat.
Oh, I said hello, but
Yeah,
Raven,
you
Raven's going to crawl off and look for a place where the key might work.
Probably the
The
door.
door.
Probably.
Probably the door.
the door that's right next to the other
Just
door.
guard the door if you want, but that's fine.
She
He's
goes,
like, no, I'm not playing. I want to race more people.
Okay, you can race Raven as well then.
I put the key in my pocket and I say, okay, let's race. Let's race.
That's right.
Let's race.
I feel like that wine has had quite a significant effect on Raven.
I think I have diarrhea.
Not necessary. Not necessary.
My belly feels like it's
So
full of hot
you line up.
snakes.
So he's like, Mr. Rockman, can you let go of me now? I promise not to run away. Well, no, I'm not promising to run away because obviously it's a running race, so I'm going to run away. But I promise not to run away straight away.
Okay, elf friend.
And I let go.
Okay.
Okay.
He stands there.
How come he likes elves?
He just likes
Are you asking that question, Raven?
How come? Oh, look at that. He's asking, how come you like the Elsa, Roo? His eyes are so green.
I like nature, Raven.
Oh, I love
Elves are naturey, Raven.
it. I love nature too.
I didn't know that about you, Sotaru. I didn't know you like nature.
You should ask me more questions, Farthen.
Oh, is this? Oh, of course it's here.
I also like yoga.
Well, I knew you like yoga.
I know.
And we haven't done any yoga for a while.
Shall we?
After this race, I'll need to stretch out. So we'll do some bloody yoga and it'll be great.
Still green eyes.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes, I am ready. And as he
He
says
gets his
that,
trumpet out. He's, I'm ready.
Okay, on your marks.
as he does
Arm goes
that,
back.
I do this. I wave my hand.
Great for an audio podcast.
Yeah, I wave my hand. That's all I can get.
Wave it like what though?
But subtly. And that is a symbolic gesture I've learnt to cast Gust of Wind.
Oh right.
And I'm getting it ready.
Oh,
to
okay. So
cast.
you're okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Right.
So you've cast Expeditious Retreat,
Yes.
and then you're casting another one as well.
Yes.
It's
Oh,
what-
expedition retreat isn't concentration.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, on your marks. Get set. Go!
I go!
So so you have,
Expeditious retreat is concentration. That's 10 minutes.
Oh, is it?
Well, so I can't cast anything else?
No, not you.
Okay, fine.
Sauce, bro.
I'll try and think about casting something else, and I go, oh no, this is too difficult for me.
so you run and you are neck and neck with this.
So Raven does that thing, Sports Day, where the shit kids, they try to run a little bit and then they slow down and start walking with one hand on their lower back.
What route are you running?
No, he's not. He just let the elf go. He's not going to run.
So he runs.
Was he
forward.
supposed to?
You
No, I
are
don't think so.
you are neck and neck, and you reach the finish line neck and neck.
Oh, that was so close. I don't know which one of you was faster.
What a great race. Well done, guys. You
Decide who do you think was faster?
I bounce over the father and I go, well, so we just say it's him because that'll make him happy, and maybe the watch will be pleased with that.
Do you know what? Yeah, let's say it's him.
I think you were faster, Mr. Elf. What's your name?
My name is Noon.
Noon.
You really think I was faster?
You were the fastest I've ever seen.
I was the fastest.
Did the elf hear
Yes,
that?
Noon, you're the fastest. Not.
Fantastic. That's great.
Do you use magic to go that fast? Or is that all natural?
Oh, it's all natural.
Oh, well, Father has to use magic to go that fast, and you can do it all naturally. That's amazing.
Damn right.
What's nice around here to do? It seems lovely. Do you live here on your own?
Yeah, village down the road.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. Who gave you that key to look after?
I've always had it.
Ah, and you just stand in the woods waiting to race people.
But it's what I get told
For
to
the
do.
key.
Before the key.
Yeah.
Who told you to do that?
I don't know. It was an old man in the village.
Just say, hey, you're fast. You think I hang out in the woods with the key.
It was only today.
Oh, that's interesting. Is the old man still in the village?
I don't know.
Can we go and see?
Oh, race you there?
Oh, definitely.
How far is it?
90 feet!
About half a mile down that way.
Oh, I'm game if you are. That sounds about
Definitely.
10 minutes of running. Perfect for me.
Can you just
It
keep
takes you
doing?
10 minutes to run half a mile. You just speed up. A 4-minute mile.
So yeah, you two gonna run off together?
Sure, race you there.
Yeah. So you're running, you're neck and neck. You are absolutely like feet to the floor.
Stop me,
bang.
we're going to go to the village. Do you want to come?
Yes, Goros.
Come on then.
You go there and you find what you would anticipate is just a normal sort of working village.
Hello!
Yeah, he introduced you to his parents, Eldrin village.
Elven
Elven village. I keep looking at Jules because you're sitting right in front of me. I keep
He is
thinking-
in full Eldritch
Yes.
fancy dress.
And I am a slender, tall figure as well.
Say that about Oreos to make you tall and slender.
They do.
Yeah. So you're in the village, and this to you as an Eldrin, you probably know more about sort of elven type affairs. Does look like just a standard sort of old-timey, more rural type village.
Boy, what is the, where's your village situated in Helenscar?
Oh, we're down south.
Southern Scar.
You're not here at the moment. You haven't caught up yet. I get respite.
Yeah.
It's down south. South of Helen?
Southern Scar.
Southern Scar. And when did the elves arrive here?
Oh, long time ago.
Long time ago. Okay. And this village has been here for a while, it looks like.
Yeah. We trade with the local towns down in Class.
So out of character, what time frame does that place it relative to our own, do I think? If I was going to roll an insight.
From the way he's talking, it could be nowadays.
Okay. Fine. Okay, well, I'd love a glass of water. That was a good race.
Sure. Takes you over to the well, puts the bucket down, brings one up, glass of water.
And we'll wait for others to get here, and then we can chat to this old man of yours.
Okay. You've been moving at, like a third faster than they could possibly run, and let's just say another few minutes go by and they come.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hello, slowpokes!
Hello.
Hi.
Sotru's one of the first ones to come because he's faster, obviously.
Yes.
Yes.
Same speed.
40.
Oh, faster.
Yeah.
Forgot you were 40.
He doesn't slow down.
No.
So, let's talk
He's like
to
the
this
fucking
old...
Terminator running.
Yes, he
So
is.
if Raven sees the well, she's going to drink from the well.
Okay.
If Doris
Like
sees the well, he's going to climb into the well. I'll wait
As
till
will
people have
Sotru.
I'll wait till people have had a drink first.
And then she goes,
Sotru wouldn't wait.
Did you say we were in Southern Scar?
Southern Scar.
We need to keep a low profile, friends.
Why is that?
Just we don't need to create a big fuss about being in town.
Why is that Raven Silver Shield?
Oh, you're so funny. Hey, look,
Thank you.
why don't you jump in this well, you frog? You frog.
Me and Sotru are going to climb into the well. Is
Yes.
that alright? What's the name of the running boy?
Noon.
Loon, can we get in the well, please?
You want to get in the well?
Yes, please.
But it's our single source of water.
Not going to take all the water. Just want to get in here.
I don't think people want to drink from your frog water.
Okay, that's fine.
Is
Do
it-
you have a bath
we-
somewhere?
or
Is there
a
a bucket
pond
we can
or a
keep bringing up?
stream?
Yeah, there's a bucket. easy to
Okay,
do.
well, Sotru, they don't want us in the well. So you mind if I just throw water all over you?
That's lovely, Goris.
Goris, have you not got yet that no one wants you in their well?
I've read.
Five.
Sotru gave me the book about cleanliness, so Raven's going to wash her hands.
Did I?
Yeah, you swapped
Yeah, you
it.
swap books.
God.
So,
My
sexy
favourite book.
so she
What's
washes.
it about doing a nice... Oh, you're not allowed to share anymore.
She washes the sick from her face and hair, and washes her hands, and just is a bit cleaner.
Yes, yeah, I fully allow that. Yes, you are cleaner. Yes.
Okay. Is this old man around Noon?
No, he just travelled through. He gave me some coins.
Was he elf or Eladrin?
No, you told us you didn't know if he was here or not. That's why we followed you.
Well, I didn't know if he was here or not.
You just said he gave you coins and left town.
He left with me, but then he went back to the village. I don't know whether he was sticking around or not.
And is he
He walked me over to there, said wait here, and then he came back.
Is he an elder of your village?
No.
How did he look? Did he look like this? And I explained the man we just saw, Wilbur.
He says yes to some of the things, in that he was very old Eladrin, but doesn't agree with some of the other bits, the specifics that you describe about.
Maybe one of the other mages. Maybe it's a group of Eladrin.
Gotcha. Interesting. No, does your village need anything? Is there any dangers around there? Anything you need help with?
Yes.
No, not really. We've led a pretty peaceful life here, to be honest.
Okay, there's nothing we can do to help.
No, it's very kind of you to ask, though. There's a few villagers who are standing nearby and... sort of having a
Anyone need anything? Clean out stables.
I mean, that's one of the ancient Greek,
Yeah.
massive tasks of Hercules.
Clean the out stable. Anyone got any stables that need cleaning out?
well, one of them is like, we have stables, you can clean it out if you want.
Any horses that need brushing?
Well, brush your horses.
No, we're okay. We're all right.
All right. We'll leave you be then.
Yes.
Lovely to meet you all.
Let's go back to the door.
Goodbye.
Bye. Have a
Can
nice
we-
time.
Do you sell food? You got any of you sell food?
Oh, good shout, Goris.
Yeah, we've got some food that we
we
can
got
sell.
money on us, won't we? At this point? Yeah, we stole all the money from the fucking village. Whoops. Still not pleased about that. That was very naughty. Right.
Oh, Sotaru. It's paying off, isn't it? We're just looking after it.
Looking
remember.
after
Looking
it. Right.
after it.
Yeah, can we
Look
buy
after
some
it,
supplies and stuff?
Yeah, sure.
I make sure we overpay.
They've got the most basic stuff.
I make sure we.
Yeah, that's the way we're going to get it past these ancient mystics tests.
Yeah.
Changing up.
Tip.
Yeah.
Tip at 15%.
Oh, fucking! I'm not saying that much.
So they've got the most basic provisions. You can replenish your stock of bottled pig-skinned water or
Yeah.
whatever, and
Old supplies, war supplies. Wonderful.
Can I examine the key as well? Because we haven't seen a key before to one of the doors. So Raven's going to examine it. Well, I'm looking at my key. Let me tell you what I see.
Some as well.
it appears to be just a normal iron key. Yeah.
Okay. And there isn't any branding or like...
No, it's relatively ornate, but
Okay.
it's a quite large, oversized sort of key.
Okay.
Let's go back to the other.
I'm going to try
door
and
then.
quickly find some clay or mud
Yeah.
and make a quick cast of it.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. On your way, but let's say on your way back to the set of doors, you find somewhere. You manage to find that. You create a cast of it.
What material do you make the cast out of?
Clay?
But you would have to harden the clay,
So
wouldn't
she's
you?
just creating an impression. I'm taking.
Yeah, if you've got them making a mould.
We would need to find some blacksmiths to.
I mean, if you're finding, what, are you finding clay on the ground?
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be hard, would it?
It would be
Unless you
mushy. So
pack it
what
in.
I would do is, I'll describe it. She takes the clay and she pushes it on either side of the key so it's covered, and then she cuts it in half and opens the half so there's like an impression of where the key was. Then she'll carry it till it dries. And then if she finds another key, she could put it in the hole to see if it fits and it's the same one. Or if she goes to a blacksmith, she could say, could we put this in plaster of Paris and then make a proper mould and make a key?
That's a great idea, Raven.
Very good idea.
You'll make a great mob boss where you can order people to be murdered and the like.
When Gara says that, when he says,
I don't say anything.
Yeah, what?
sorry, when Harvin says that, her eyes light up until he goes about the murdering, and then she goes, and then she just walks slowly.
Really, your father should be put on trial and executed, shouldn't he? I mean, really, if we're being honest, it's hard because I was born into a wonderful culture with amazing parents that care about me so much as well. But it's not my choice that I was born into that great family, and you're born into a horrible mob boss family, weren't you?
Father and Tarquin, your pants are sticking out of your breeches. Look, and your flies aren't done. And then while he looks, she runs away.
Yes, I didn't.
That was a bit of a weird.
Barley look.
Yes, clearly no psychological problems here.
Where are you
Yes.
running to?
Just, if we were walking like in a line to either the front or the back.
Okay, I run up to her because I'm faster than her.
Okay. Yep. Sure. Yeah.
So as we're walking back, I say, Goris, Sotru,
Hello?
do you think if we're moving through time and space that maybe we could end up being in Helen's Scar, but in an earlier time period?
Maybe, certainly.
Goris, what if we could, what if we ended up in a time period where Sotru's master is still alive?
That's what if we end up in a time period when we're younger? We could go and say, hey, Gareth, watch out when they're going to put a load of spiders in your bed. When they do that, don't eat them all because they'll find that even funnier.
Yeah, I could go back and say, Farvin, don't burn down the Fellowvale University for attention from your parents.
Alan?
Yeah, no, that's a joke. I didn't do that.
Oh, not a very good joke.
Yeah.
And I could meet my father.
Yeah, that'd be the best one.
Okay. You make your way back to the door. These conversations happen. You find some clay. You take an impression. You then take the key. Do you want to? Are you trying to open the door? Or?
We will try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Farvin, you make your Raven. You make your way. You've got your impression. You seal it in a thing in your bag, or do you just want to carry it? Or
Well, as long as it's not super mushy, I'll put it in my bag safely. Wrap it in a bit of parchment or something, I guess.
yeah, you manage to find that and you do that. Key fits in the lock. Door opens, and you see the antechamber in front of you.
Easy, this one. Bloody easy.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
That was so nice.
Yeah. Just had to beat up some elf.
And we got food and
Steal
water and wine.
Yes.
Lovely. What a lovely day we've had.
In a nice forest. We'll probably
Yeah.
get a desert next time.
No.
That'd be bad.
You make your way into the antechamber. Did you shut the door?
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't go through the same door twice.
Yeah. Sotru closes the door.
Okay. So
Wave up at the watchers.
Hello! Easy, that one!
Hello, Wellborn.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. That could be designed better. You could have interns go over that one,
Yeah,
modernise
it's too
it.
easy to see the speed is the same, so we just went the other way.
Yeah.
That works very well if there's one person. But for a group activity, it's too easy.
It needs to be more dynamic, the tests, actually. Yes, that's what we're talking about.
I thought that test was fine. Don't change difficulty levels, please. What colour are Sotru's eyes now?
They're green because he's had quite a nice time.
okay, yeah.
On to the next one, I think, unless anyone's pausing. Yes?
No.
Well, we ate recently, that only took about 15 minutes. Can we go?
Sotru opens the next door and walks through. He was there first.
Initiative to open the door.
Oh, shall we?
Yeah.
Well, I thought the thing was that you open the door and he jumps through. Is that not
Actually,
He
no,
wants
I
to
never opened the door, I don't think.
No, but we've not.
I was never involved. That's why I want to be involved.
He let him go. We were chatting. He's
Okay,
looking
it's
through
not
the
rude.
door.
Is it safe?
We can do initiative.
Yeah, no,
Roll
I'm fine
their
letting you go
dice.
first.
Roll their dice. Roll their dice.
No, he's just gone through
Okay,
the
let's go. Oh, 3.
I win.
You said that before you even looked at it.
I got a 2.
What's your plus? What?
Plus 1.
It's alright, you can let me do it.
I go to the door, I go to the top of you.
It's okay, I lost, but you can.
I go to the door, I see him, just go straight over. Something's not moving! This is where Farthens wants me to be. At the front.
You fly across them and you have to stop yourself, or you get stopped as you hit a brick wall that's only
Yeah!
20 foot in front of you, and you clatter to the wall. Right next to that is another door, very similar to the one that you have just come across. You appear to be, when you look, in a old style, sort of dilapidated, perhaps towery type thing. You know when you see like a broken a rundown castle in pictures and things.
Okay, like so just
turrets,
walls are like standing up in bits and pieces.
But is it open, like
Guys,
the roof
this
is open? Or
this is
okay.
the bell place, but in the future.
We look
I mean,
around.
that's a pretty
No evidence.
huge leap.
We scan it. Can we immediately
Oh,
dismiss that?
it sounds a bit like a castle. It must be where we've been.
Listen,
Wait, yeah. Is it that? Is it?
the DM is just like can't
I
speak
just
for
didn't see that
laughing.
coming.
Is there anything to make us think that?
You see, I would like no, but I want to say yes now. So, like, yeah, it looks like there's a wall. You
Wait,
think,
you
oh
just-
right, yeah.
You just supposed.
I think
that-
you belong in here.
You just said that there's a time thing going on. You were having that discussion.
Yeah.
Different times.
It could
Now,
be.
where have we
You
been?
made such a leap.
Yeah,
What you could
I
do
mean,
is you can look
it's a
and-
possibility.
yes.
It's a pretty
Well, thank you,
slight.
Satru.
Okay, that's not what we're saying, but and also I'm not in Sotru voice, but anyway.
No, it doesn't look like it, but potentially it could.
This could be the ruins of the castle we were once in.
Yeah, it could be the bit of the well we were stuck in, and maybe it's where that ancient Greek temple was. Maybe it's a desert 1,000 million years before.
I love how passive aggressive Goris is getting.
I mean, I just bumped into a fucking wall.
Right, and so you look into here, and there is what appears to be sort of an altar pressed up against one of the walls, and in several or multiple different languages, written above, is a line that just says, "Leave a piece of yourself here." And on that note, we will end the episode.
Bye-bye!
The Formal Gamer, podcast for those with exquisite taste.